Welcome to the place where you are finally going to write your book, edit it to perfection, and publish it like a pro. Just wait for that bestseller status email, and it's going to feel like the game changer you always knew it would be. And if you're a busy entrepreneur, maybe you're tired of having low quality clients, then listen up because all you really need to get speaking gigs, to have high quality clients come and find you, is a book. I have found that it is the #1 marketing tool because word of mouth and your book can propel you into places that no Facebook ad can ever access. It will get you into rooms and have people starting conversations with you because you're the person who wrote the book on it, right? So say goodbye to overwhelm of subscriptions and having to learn one more thing or silly dances on TikTok. All you need to market your business, all you need to get speaking gigs, all you need to attract high-paying clients and high-caliber people to you is your book. So as your book doula, let me give you a guided tour inside of Boss Book's community. So as soon as you come inside, you can see that we have our community message board. This is where people ask for help, where I offer advice, and it's a really rich place. As soon as you enter, you're going to check out the 5 steps to get you started, including 3 pre-recorded videos, how to make a chapter outline, and mind map like a pro. So people are asking for support, getting it. There's feedback on book titles and all kinds of winners because the thing is, when you really lean into the community and you get support and you offer feedback on other people's ideas and challenges, you are rewarded as a leader in our leaderboard. So here we have our gold, silver, and bronze, and I mailed them out special gifts from my heart to theirs, because here inside of the B.O.S. community, B.O.S. means being of sacred service. We do things differently, and it is a whole lot of fun. Next, in our classroom, you'll see the bonuses like getting an accountability friend. My book, you're going to get a free copy of Born to Write. Plus, like I mentioned, pre-recorded signature masterclasses, live training replays, and if you join now, you're going to get a 30-minute free chat with me, a coaching call that's going to change your life, galvanize your creativity, and get you over any roadblock that you thought was standing in your way. This is a roadblock-free zone. Why? Because we know where to put the emphasis. Here we do 80% of the inner work on our mindset, getting over procrastination, stories like nobody's gonna care what I publish. I've got the tools, the resources, and the experience. As long as you are willing to show up and lean into support, you are going to fly through this book writing process, and it's going to feel game-changing. Now, you may not know this about me, but once upon a time, I was a chief communications expert in the United Nations. I worked overseas in really intense situations of humanitarian catastrophe, and it was my job to raise funds and get the story, then tell that story in a way that made people spend money contributing to the relief of the disaster. So I raised over $50 million in 4 years with my team, being able to really share persuasively and tell stories that connect and then convert into donations. I'm telling you, a lot of authors come to me because they are not able to connect with an audience. They're over in authorland writing their book, and then they publish it and they're disappointed because they haven't learned how to launch what I call a feather. They've launched a brick. And what happens when you launch a brick? It comes right back down to earth. I'm going to teach you inside of B.O.S. Books how to launch a feather, where it goes up, up and away. It catches a breeze, a magical breeze. It's going to go on a velocity and trajectory of its own propulsion afterwards. And this is really important because once you launch, you don't want to keep putting that same amount of energy into it, right? You've got a full life and a business and all the things. So all of these components, including the BAA strategy, which we'll go over inside of our guerrilla launch modules, All of that is waiting for you inside of Boss Books. So you don't become a disappointed author who spent all those months and all that money creating a really great product, but nobody knows about it. When you join us, the thing is, you get this supportive community, right? You get the exclusive bi-weekly calls with me, and you get 30 minutes of one-to-one time, as I mentioned, and this is essential. And one of my favorite parts, which I haven't mentioned yet, is every Thursday we have co-working hours, which means that you show up with your camera on Zoom, and then we're all writing away in our corners. People say it makes them feel like they are connected to their book and they are accountable and they're gonna see it through. That's what happens when we do it together, okay? So press that button, sign up for a month. It's risk-free. You can leave at any time if you're not feeling the vibe or getting what you thought, which hasn't happened yet. We haven't had anybody leave, and people are really progressing beautifully. So whatever stage that you're at in your book writing process, know that we will meet you, love you, support you, uplift you, and get you across the finish line together. You can do this. I was a solo parent to a newborn baby when I wrote my first book and published it within first 6 months of his life. Instant bestseller, and I only used half of the tools. So yes, writing a book is hard. And with the right guidance and tools, you can totally do it, okay? Half of the work is the inner work, and we're going to get through it together. Plus, you're going to become an amazing writer by the end. That is guaranteed because we teach the craft and you get all your questions answered in our master classes. Or write me a message on the community board and I'll get back to you. So join now, risk-free, before the price goes up. Because I have to say, for every 10 new members that join, we raise the price to what it's actually worth. So come on in, the water's great, and you're gonna feel so much love and support and excitement for your book to get published. It's gonna look indistinguishable from a traditionally published book. That is the guarantee. See you inside.